Hi guys, welcome to Making Sawdust. I'm Kevin, and thank you for joining me. Today I am going to give you a little deeper look at what happens inside my 250 square foot dungeon workshop, a little bit of what Tyler does around the Making Sawdust shop, and if you guys stick around to the end, I will tell you about my new tool purchase, and it's not an everyday tool purchase. You folks have probably heard me talk about my shopsmith, maybe even seen it in action. It is a main tool in my shop, and it is used mainly for stock prep and thicknessing, my main product that I sell. This is a 16 by 16 by 3 inch thick end grain butcher block. Making nearly 50 of these blocks in the last year, it may be time to upgrade a machine to create some more efficiency. I even spent some time making a makeshift bed for Nora Cakes to lay on her favorite blanket. Miss, good girl. Sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You like the bed? Do you like the Detroit Lions?
Well, nobody likes lions then.
Oh, that's horrible if you say that. Some deep spring cleaning needed to take place. Tyler and I started by grabbing the Ryobi router table that we're actually going to salvage a lot of the parts from for my table saw router wing there. Next, we started excavating the black hole behind my miter station. It has been a trap since I moved in here, and it needed to be more functional. Once it is all cleaned out, we will strengthen the main support, add an old door for a shelf, and then I'm able to store some more bulky items up there instead of lumber. We'll move all that lumber to the other end of the shop where it will be easily reached and processed into various projects. It is especially helpful having Tyler here for tasks like this, but also he has spent some time making widgets for the slat wall, and it is nice to be able to mentor a person in making and woodworking. What are you making, Tyler?
We making can holders.
Can holders? Like this?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Today?
Today.
All right.
Right now.
This is the first slat wall widget for the Making Sawdust shop. Tyler actually made this, a little bit of my help, but he actually did all the processes. Used some unnecessary purple heart on the back side, some 3/4 birch ply, which actually left over, and some totally unnecessary oak dowels on the front. He is in charge now at this point for all of the slat wall widgets for the shop. Many weekends start with grocery pickup at the Evil Empire, but not every trip includes a pit stop at the Little Store and an estate sale. A few of the treasures I was able to score is a few hand saws. I think that's rusty one on the top. There's no medallion or anything. It's probably nothing special. One below it is a Distin, but it's light blue. And I got a Stanley miter box, which was actually nice to have. I was able to pick up these two classic Craftsman toolboxes. There's a few treasures in there, nothing major, but I do notice one of them is exactly like the one I own. Let me know in the comments, guys, if these deserve a repaint or a buff and a clear coat. Now, what you've been waiting for, guys, new tools. Now, I know you're waiting for some epic monster purchase like a CNC. Not here, guys. What we got? Maybe. I found this in my Shop Hacks group. It's a Facebook group over on obviously Facebook, called Shop Hacks. These are emery boards for nail files. They're a flexible board, which are awesome. 100 grit on one side, 180 on the other side. Super awesome for getting into fine detailed areas if you're a scroll saw worker, or you can always rob a conventional nail file too. But a pack of these guys was like $9, and for 20 of them, probably going to take me all year to go through them. Another thing I have is a Eliminator RC chuck. This is a quick change chuck for your router. This is for my model 693 series, I believe, Porter cable. I got this from the inventor. I will leave a few links down in the description. He sent this to me for free to try out. I actually requested it. I was going to purchase it. It showed up in the mail. So we're going to try this out. Joe Marmo is the guy that invented this. Super awesome fella. I'll tell you more of that story when I show you what this is, guys. What you're really waiting for is probably a Wahuda 10-inch helical head joiner that might show up here in a week or two to the Making Sawdust shop, guys. I told you, it is time to upgrade efficiency. It's super busy down here. I am a one-man show pretty much. I'm 50 years old. I'm disabled too. I don't spend a lot of time on my feet. Tyler's here. He helps me with these chores. He helps me with some of the widget projects and the making, the heavy lifting, of course. But Billy Joe has also been down here. She runs our other channel, Hope This Works. That's our main channel. Has our dog there, Billy Joe there, some cooking and some gardening. I'm there sometimes too. But she's been down here running the thicknesser for me, sand and sticks, stuff like that. I've been building butcher blocks without a jointer for well over a year, guys, and they're turning out exceptional. I've got a few tips and tricks I may share with you guys. I'd like to. And we're going to wait for this Wahuda jointer. It is going to speed the process up in milling my lumber for butcher blocks, all other sorts of crafts. So what you can expect in the next few weeks here at Making Sawdust, we are still working on the table saw, the second table saw project. We're going to get a router plate installed. We're going to get our Porter cable 693 installed. Put a quick change collet on there. I'm going to salvage all of the accessories off that Ryobi router table, the fence, some of the T-track that I had off the table saw project, the feather board, push guide, all that stuff. And we are going to kind of pimp out our second table saw, guys. I need to have that in service, in production for another setup. Dust collection is coming too, and a freehand router plate. I am going to do a little bit of a series on the 1/4-inch trim router. I have my Avid Power trim router. I've had some questions on certain types of tasks, rabbiting, how to use a circle guide, how to use the roller guide, things like that. And I'm actually making a plate for that 1/4-inch trim router so we can do some freehand routing. I really want to get into freehand routing, so we're going to take you along with there. Stick around also for my hybrid treadmill powered tag lathe project, guys. I know every shop needs 46 projects, but that's just the way it is. So stick along. If you got a unique space, an underground space, a small space, small shop, or maybe you guys just like me, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment of your shop pet's name, get out in your shop, start making some sawdust.